Hi everyone, my name's Alex. As some of you might know, my boyfriend Keith and I are on a road trip that's taking us from New York City down to Costa Rica and back. So if you've been following along, the previous city we were in was Puebla, and now we are on our way to Oaxaca City, that is in Oaxaca State. So according to Google Maps, the drive from Puebla to Oaxaca City is only 4.5 hours, but never trust Google Maps because it's always going to take a little bit longer. But it was a beautiful drive, so honestly no complaints about the extra time in the car. So when we got to Oaxaca City, it was day 15 on the road. We were only there for one night, unfortunately, because it is a beautiful city that I would have loved to explore more, but we were on our way to the beach. So in this video, you'll really just see our drive to Oaxaca City, and probably the best culinary dining experience of mine and Keith's lives. So we went to a restaurant called Theocentli that is in Oaxaca City that specializes in indigenous fine dining cooking. It was so good. So Oaxaca City is the capital of Oaxaca State, and it's in southwestern Mexico. The city sits at 5,102 feet elevation, and Oaxaca is also home to a lot of indigenous populations. So that's one of the things I think is really cool about Oaxaca, is that there are so many indigenous communities that they've been able to preserve some of their native languages, because thanks to the Spaniards colonizing all of the Americas, or most of the Americas, we all speak Spanish everywhere. So it's nice to preserve something that's indigenous and native to the land. I hope you enjoy what's up next. I wish we had gotten to stay in Oaxaca City a little bit longer, but hopefully we'll be back one day and we will definitely be going back to this restaurant. Hi, we're on the road to Oaxaca right now. We just left Puebla. We're 2 hours away and the scenery is beautiful. So throughout the whole drive from Puebla to Oaxaca, you're basically in the mountains the whole time. It's so beautiful. You can see for miles and miles and miles out, and it's just mountains and desert and so much cacti. It's really breathtaking, and I'm constantly amazed at how good the Mexican toll roads are. Like, I can't believe it. Like, you're literally driving on the side of a cliff with like a couple thousand feet drop, but the road is so smooth, the barricades are good, because I know a lot of people worry about driving in Mexico, but it was great. Mountains are beautiful, so we stopped to pee on the side of the road and take a view. There's dirt in my eyes. Bye! So we got to our Airbnb in Oaxaca City and we just dropped off the car and we're like, we have to go eat. So we found this restaurant called Theocentli and we really had no idea what to expect, but I called them and I asked if they had vegan food and they said yes. So we walked over and we got there and they were just like, okay, you're vegan, you're not vegan, okay, cool, we'll bring you some food. And at first I was just like, oh God, I don't know what's gonna happen, because a lot of the time when I do that, like, I don't know, I'll get some type of animal product and I always feel bad giving it back because, you know, it's rude to turn down food. So I was like, I guess we'll see what happens. So little by little, like, courses start coming out. They had veganized every single dish for me and given Keith like the omnivore version. So like they would bring me out a vegan taco made exactly in the same style that Keith's taco was made in, and it was so good. So it ended up being 7 courses paired with mezcal cocktails. It was amazing. It was like the most beautiful experience we could have had for going out to dinner randomly. And I actually think this was around Valentine's Day, so it was very romantic. So Theocentli is a type of Mexican grass, and it's known to be the plant parent of what we know today as modern corn. So I thought that was really cool because the restaurant did indigenous fine dining cuisine. So they basically took recipes that they've handed down for generations within their communities and turned them into a fine dining experience. So the menu's constantly rotating, and everything they use to make the food is local, it's organic, and it's delicious. So if you're ever in Oaxaca City, like please stop here. It is so good. I really hope we go back one day. It was one of the best experiences of our entire trip. The next morning we got up and we went to this little organic market where I found limas, which are my favorite fruit, and I've only ever found them when I've been in Peru. I'm Peruvian, so when I go there, I'll eat like pounds and pounds of them, but I've never seen them outside of Peru, so I was ecstatic. So I got a whole bag of them and I ate all of them in the car ride. So if you enjoyed, please subscribe and check out my blog at groovingandcruising.com. I'll be posting updates from every city we stop in along the way. So Oaxaca City is probably our last city for a while. From here, we're going to San Jose del Pacifico, which is a small mountain town known for its magic mushrooms. So if you ever have any questions about this trip, feel free to reach out on my website. You can just email me there, and I'm happy to answer like any information you need about vegan eating, how the roads were, border crossings, or whatever. So take care. Travel safe. Bye.